Hi, my name is Jonathan, and this is Mr. Pearson Talks Books. I'm an elementary school teacher who reads middle grade fiction so that I can recommend good books to my students, to their parents, and to other teachers. And today I have a review of a new book that came out, and that is the book Dreamslinger by Gracie Kim. And Dreamslinger is the story of a girl named Aria who has a genetic mutation, I think is how they describe it, known as dream slinging. And so every night when she goes to sleep, she has these dreams or these nightmares. She goes into a mystical place, and in the morning, she wakes up with, they consider it a danger because many years ago, there was something called the Great Outburst, where a number of dream slingers lost control of their powers, and many people were killed, including Aria's own mother. And so Aria's father is a scientist who's working on a way to help those with this genetic mutation to be able to control these powers. Just as he's about to make this big announcement of what his research has done, several people from the Royal League of Dreamslingers, which is a group that comes from a kingdom that's in the heart of South Korea, they come over and announce that for the first time ever, they're opening their gates to a number of individuals who have the Dreamslinger gene in order to be trained on how to use their abilities. And so Aria is convinced by, well, she wants to do it. Her father is kind of hesitant, but the commissioner, he kind of forces her into it. So Aria goes undercover in order to find out what nefarious purposes the Royal League of Dreamslingers is up to. She has to go through 3 different trials in order to receive the training. Now, the best way to describe this book is kind of Amari and the Night Brothers, which is one of my favorite books, and the game Pokemon. Because as they go through the trials, there is something called a seedling that each of the trialiers is responsible for raising and training in order to determine if they're going to be able to go on to the final round. And each of the different seedling takes on a different form. Some of them could be dragons, some of them are turtles, lots of different creatures. There's also something when they go into what they call the asleep, where they bring back night joys, which are these little balls of energy, and they're able to turn into creatures. So very much like the game Pokemon. Now, I found this book to be really interesting. It was a lot of fun to read. It was great to watch how Aria was going through the trials and how she made friends with a couple of the other trialiers, what they did in the face of each of the adversities that they faced. I especially enjoyed the part, and I'm trying not to give any spoilers here, when Aria and her seedling were trying to build their bond, and there was something that was keeping them from being able to bond together. And so it was a really touching moment when they were finally able to overcome that. Now, as a teacher, I do need to let you know there is some conversations of female anatomy, particularly talking about female breasts. So you may have some children who might not be mature enough to handle those conversations. There's also mild cursing. They do use some words that I was a little surprised were in a middle grade book. So if you're going to put this in your library, I would definitely recommend it for more upper elementary, maybe 4th, 5th, even 6th grade. But overall, this was a fantastic book. I really enjoyed it. It is the first one in a series, particularly based on what happens at the end and some characters that show up and some things that happen, what they're going to do to resolve that. I'm very much looking forward to reading the next one. So this is Dreamslinger by Gracie Kim. I would give it probably 3.5 or 4 out of 5 stars. But have you read it? And what did you think? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Or if you have another book that is similar to this that you think I should check out, leave that title in the comments as well. And please, if you have not already done so, be sure to like this video. Subscribe to my channel so you can continue to be a part of the conversation while we read and recommend middle grade books. And as always, my name is Jonathan. This is Mr. Pearson Talks Books. We'll see you next time.